I still hear the monitor flatline every time I close my eyes. The room had been freezing, but their voices felt hot, steady, patronizing. Sure, they had control over me. Just 5 minutes, Rachel, calm down. My mom's hand sat on my shoulder like she was trying to comfort me, but her fingers were stiff. And my son, my tiny, struggling preemie, was turning blue in her arms. Stop being dramatic, Dad snapped. You're worked up, worked up. That was the moment everything inside me stopped shaking and started sharpening. I used to admire them, Dad, with his sharp jaw and decisive confidence. Mom, soft-spoken but dangerously calculating in ways I didn't understand back then. They raised me to be obedient, polished, quiet. I mistook their control for love. When I told them I was pregnant, they smiled like they were signing off on a business deal. When my son came early, way too early, they swooped in like they owned the whole situation. We know better, Mom said. And I let her. I let both of them. They hovered over every doctor and meddled with every decision. At first it was small things, Mom brushing off my instincts, Dad overruling nurses. Both of them questioning everything I said with that cool, superior tone. The night before it all happened, I walked into the NICU and caught Mom unplugging one of his monitors to adjust the wires. Her smile flipped on too fast to rehearsed. Dad froze when he saw me watching, then cracked a joke to make the nurse laugh. It fell flat. Exhaustion makes patterns easy to miss. But I noticed something new. My parents, who had always loved control, were settling into a kind of boldness that didn't belong anywhere near a hospital bed. A nurse pulled me aside, barely whispering, "Your parents have been messing with the equipment. You need to keep an eye on them." I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I thanked her and walked back with the calm of someone who's already begun sharpening a blade. Because suddenly it all made sense, terrifying and freeing at the same time. They didn't want my son to make it. Not because they didn't love him, but because they needed me helpless. It was a twisted mix of power and delusion. My grief tightened into focus. My fear turned into strategy. I documented everything: photos, timestamps, witnesses. I asked questions I already knew the answers to and let them dig their own holes. With their arrogance, "You're too emotional to make decisions," Mom told me. I recorded it. "You're not listening to reason," Dad said. I saved that too. I talked to the hospital board, met a lawyer 3 floors down while pretending to get coffee, and told the nurse who warned me that I needed 5 days. Just 5. 5 days to take down the 2 people who had underestimated me my whole life. Then my son's oxygen dropped. Alarm screamed. Mom held him like she was soothing him, but the wires told a different story. "Just 5 minutes, Rachel, calm down," she said again. Dad unplugged the secondary monitor to reset it, and my son's lips turned blue. I didn't panic. I didn't move. I let them keep going for exactly 17 seconds. Long enough. "Stop being dramatic," Dad said. That was their last mistake. The nurse rushed in with 2 security officers, then the head of the board, then a detective. I watched their faces shift, confidence cracking, confusion turning to fear. Mom whispered my name like I was the one betraying them. I stayed silent. The footage played. Their voices echoed. The timestamps lined up perfectly with my reports. Dad tried arguing. Mom tried crying. Nothing worked. When the handcuff snap closed, my son's monitor steadied. The nurse fixed the wires gently, correctly. His color came back, and I finally breathed. They were charged several counts, all serious. The hospital banned them for life. Their reputations collapsed. People asked if I felt guilty, if this was revenge. No, this was me taking back what they tried to claim me, and my child. I visit my son every morning. Tiny, fragile, stubborn just like me. When I lean over his incubator, I whisper the truth he needs to grow up knowing, "You were never the weak one." They were. I just finally stopped letting them pretend otherwise. And for the first time in my life, my voice belongs to me.